Okay, so we are live. So welcome everyone. Today is Friday, which means it is our weekly group coaching session. If you are a member of our program, you can go ahead and get logged in and join me inside the Zoom. If you're not a member, I will show you how to join. Um, Hopefully you guys know. I was just saying before I went live, hopefully you guys know that I am back. I had to take 7 days off. I had a spontaneous surgery. I'm totally fine. It was just my wisdom teeth. I'm 45 and apparently they needed to come out. I was having a terrible migraine. I went for a consultation last Wednesday and he's like, "Hey, if you're in pain, let's just do it today." And I was like, "Oh my gosh." Okay. I guess now I'm having a spontaneous surgery, but feeling much, much better. It definitely went over with no complications. So I do appreciate all of your prayers and your well wishes and all of that while I was, dealing with all of that. So I definitely appreciate that. I want to show you guys how you can join the meeting if you're still unsure. Let me move some things around so I can get my camera here. All right. So if you are a member, what you want to do is go into the membership area. Of course, you can always click the link in the description of the video wherever you're watching, because we are live streaming to Facebook and X and LinkedIn, or not X actually, not anymore. Facebook. So definitely YouTube. Wherever you're watching, there should be the link to the video that you can join us, or you can, inside the membership area, you want to go to the Friday group coaching. It is not the same as the Monday through Thursday open office hours. So you want to go to a Friday group coaching over here, and you'll see the page where you can log in. It is every Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. When you log in, you want to make sure to use your account email. This will ensure that you actually get the Zoom link to the meeting. Okay, so if you don't use your account email, you're going to receive the link to the YouTube video where you can watch. Let me go ahead and let Rick's Fathom in here. So that's how you want to get access to the Zoom meeting. Okay. Now, if you're not a member of our program, you can go to highlevel.myvisionagency.com. And the goal of our program is to help you actually find success with your high level agency and teach you how to get or how to earn reoccurring income as a white label software reseller. We do give you access to our AI ads manager that you can white label yourself. It is powered by Play. I'm actually a black label reseller of Play, which means I'm basically like a level above white label. So you guys as white label agencies have the ability to resell user accounts of your own white label brand. As a black label reseller, I have the ability to resell white label accounts. So if you imagine like I'm kind of like Play, even though we're partnered with Play, kind of like Play, where I can sign you up for your own white label reseller account. Okay. Of course, with that comes the ability to rebrand it, white label it yourself. You can embed it into your high level account, or you can use it as a standalone tool and then upsell them to high level. It does, of course, come with the unbranded support for you and your client. So if you need help from the Play team, you can just contact them directly. If your clients need help, your clients will contact them through a like gray label support system, and then they will act as your support team. We do have websites and funnels that you can use and automations that will help you, instantly get set up. It takes like 5 minutes to customize everything for your brand. Included with your membership in our program is a account of our brand of Brand Blast, which we call the Social Autopilot. So you will get a user account of that as well. If you did want to white label that, you can sign up here, just click that and you can learn all about Brand Blast. We also do provide the what we call Vision Content AI, which is white labeled from Formwise. If you want to white label that yourself, of course, you can sign up for Formwise, but you will get a user account and you do get unlimited use of the 60 plus tools. If you decide to sign up for Formwise yourself, you're going to receive all the same tools as templates inside of your account. Using that link there. And of course, our program does include live coaching from me 5 days a week. We do the live coaching and then we have open office hours immediately following. So if you have any questions or anything, of course, you can join me and we can help you there. We do have 70 plus, now 72 5-star reviews. If you want to check all those out, see what everybody has to say about being in our program. If you want to watch a demo video to help you choose the right plan, you can do that here. And the way that you want to join is you can actually join for free. You can get everything that I just told you for free if you use my affiliate link to sign up for HighLevel, or if you're a current HighLevel member and you want to upgrade to SaaS, then you can choose this option here. So you're just going to click there. You're going to go to a page that's going to tell you that you're going to HighLevel, right? So you're now being directed to HighLevel. Do you want to create a 30-day free trial, meaning you do not have a HighLevel account? You can click there. If you want to upgrade to SaaS because you already have a HighLevel account, you can do that there. It does not change your sponsor or anything. Of course, if you go back there to continue to the plans. All right. We also do have these bonus snapshots. So if you know any of the training that I've done, I usually like to do a whole series, when we're talking about, for example, lawn care business or ministries or restaurants, things like that. Usually that takes a whole series and we build out the snapshot with you. And then I love to provide those snapshots for you. So you will get all of those as well. Okay. Now, you don't have the ability to join for free if you're on the, SaaS plan already, and you can't upgrade to the 297 plan. That's not available because this is basically affiliate links, right? So you're just going to HighLevel, you're creating your account, I earn commission. That's why you get this plan for free. If you don't want to upgrade or you're already on the SaaS plan, then you can join using one of our plans here. You're just joining directly through us. It doesn't change your HighLevel account at all, but you do need to have a HighLevel account because that's what our program is built around. Okay, so this starter plan is the exact same as this starter plan. The only difference is you're signing up to HighLevel here, you're paying HighLevel, and then this one you're paying me. Okay. So that's the basic differences there. Now, there are some updates that I wanted to tell you about today. Again, that's highlevel.myvisionagency.com. If you go inside of our membership program here, you'll see that I added a post right here. And I'm showing you here that we can actually create or customize the AI ads tools. Like you can see here, this is what mine used to look like. This is what most of yours look like now. You can actually change that. And I did give you the templates here. So I wanted to show you what I actually created. Um, so this is what it looked like before, and then this is what I changed mine to. If you like this style, I mean, I'm not the best designer in the whole world, so if you like this style, you're more than welcome to use the templates. I added them here. Just import that into your Canva account, and then you can edit that however you wish. But this is what it looked like before, and this is what it looks like now. Okay, so super cool that we can brand all of those things. And all you need to do is go into the settings. I can't really show you, but you'll go to clients and then you'll go to settings. I did add the directions here in this post. You want to go to clients, settings, add platform image customizations, and then upload the image. Okay. So that's there if you did want to use that. There's another update that I wanted to share with you. And now we have the ability, I am so excited about this. We have the ability now to actually not only create or purchase domains inside of our accounts, inside of the sub accounts, meaning your clients in your brand of HighLevel can purchase domains directly through your agency or HighLevel. To turn this on, if you are using the SaaS configurator, you're on the SaaS plan, you'll see down here domain purchase, and you want to set that price here. So you'll see here it charges you for 10 domains. Charge the customer 15 domains, profit is 5 domains. To be quite honest, I'm not really sure how this pricing works. This is a brand new option that I just saw yesterday, or maybe the day before. So definitely, if you're unsure of how all of that works, you want to check that out. But I would definitely recommend, trying to at least do 1.5 times the price. When you change the price here, it's going to be in your plan details. Okay, so if we go back, like here's a plan I created. If we go back, what you want to do is go into the plan, and keep in mind this is only if you edit it here, it's only going to be for the new people who sign up. So if I go back to this plan here and I go to rebilling, I want to go down to domain purchases, and then I can set that price there. For your current customers, what you want to do is go into their account, and you can go to manage client. You'll be able to scroll down in the rebilling tab, and then you'll see all of the, or reselling rather. You'll scroll down, you'll see all of the different tools. Oops, rebilling. You'll see all of the different tools. And if you go down to the bottom, you'll see enable, and then you can set a custom price here. So maybe for all of your new people, you're going to like 2x the price, but maybe for your current members, you want to, make it like 1.5 times, whatever you want that to be. So go ahead and set that and then save it. And then that's going to be for that individual account. Okay. So if you're not using the SaaS configurator, you're going to have to just do that manually. Okay. All of this stuff, you don't have any of the rebilling options like we have in the SaaS configurator. So everything is a manual process for you. Okay. Now, when you are inside of the actual sub account to actually purchase a domain, you're going to go into the settings and you'll see domains just like we always had before. But now you'll see purchase a domain. So if I wanted to, let's say, purchase my visionbusiness.com, I could search, and then you'll see all of the different options here, and you could just purchase it directly, and then it will be automatically integrated in your account. You shouldn't have to add records or anything like that. Now, is this a good idea? Is it not a good idea? Honestly, I there's pros and cons to having everything with your business in one place. Okay. If you're an agency owner, I encourage you to just use Cloudflare for all of your domains and just keep them in one spot there. You have a lot more functionality, things that you can do there. But for your clients, I would recommending your own white label, because the domain, and this is why it's so important that we have this option inside the account, because the domain is one of the most sticky things that your clients can add into your account, because if their domain is connected, they're going to stay longer. But it's also something that's a little bit techy. I mean, HighLevel makes it really easy with that, the easy connect. You just type in the domain, it logs into the most popular registrars, and then it just adds the records for you. But sometimes, even still, people get really overwhelmed by that process. Or maybe they have a domain and they can't access it anywhere, and they would have to create a Cloudflare account anyway that maybe they've never done before. And it just adds extra steps. So it really just depends on the use case and the customer and your flow and all of that. But definitely think that from the client, like user end perspective, the non-techie, non-agency owner, it is definitely beneficial for them to just go ahead, purchase their domain there. And then that way, everything is easy for them to keep moving forward instead of getting stuck. If they're getting stuck before they even connect their domain, they're either going to contact you, which is going to take more time, or they're going to cancel because they're not getting, they just don't have the time to move forward. They're not getting the benefits from the solution you're offering there. Okay, so really, really cool. Now, there's another thing that I wanted to tell you guys about. And if you guys didn't know, I think it was last week or maybe the week before, I've kind of been in this haze from having my wisdom teeth out, but there was a report that I think like 2 billion people in the United States had their social security number breached in a security attack. And so this is one of the things that I really have thought a lot about, when you, especially as a business owner, when we start our businesses, a lot of times we're using our personal phone number, we're using our personal address, we're using all of our like real information, really just because a little bit of ignorance, but also a little bit of like maybe we're not really sure how this is going to work out yet, and all of those initial setup things, like a lot of times we just don't really do in the beginning. So one of the things that I have done, I signed my husband up too, because we had a local business and we're using a software called DeleteMe. You guys can go to myvisionagency.com/delete me. If you use that link, actually, I can't talk. You will actually save 20% using my referral link. I also get a $50 Amazon gift card, so that's a cool bonus. Definitely shop at Amazon. But what I love about this is you actually get this report. The way that it works is it goes to all those listing sites. If you guys have ever seen like People Finder, things like that, all those listing sites that all of your information gets sold to, and it's all over the internet, and people can look up, your spouse's name and your birth date and your phone number and all of this stuff because it all gets sold and it ends up on the dark web, and it's just all kinds of like a headache. I also did have um, quite interesting stalker issue that a couple of years ago. So it can get very scary, the people having all of your information. Okay, so I definitely encourage you to use like a virtual mailbox, which is better than a PO box because it's an actual address. I encourage you, with HighLevel, we can use our business phone numbers, so that's really helpful. When you sign up for a service like Delete Me, what it does is it actually gives you this report. So it scans, like you can see, this is my report. It scans over 1,000 different listing sites. It has removed in this quarter. They do it like every 3 months. In this quarter has removed 127 of my listings. So you can see they'll give you all of this. What's cool about this is they do the work for you. Like to get your information removed from all of these sites, you actually have to contact them. Sometimes it's a process. Sometimes you even have to send your ID and you give them permission to contact these companies when you sign up for Delete Me. And then what you fill out basically this form and you give them a copy of your ID, but they even show you how to like mask out information before you upload it. You're not giving them your social security number or any of that. This is really just to get all of your info as well as you can do it off of the internet so that your personal info is not so easy to find. We want people to find our business info, but not necessarily the personal info. So you can see it gives you this report and lets you know like, hey, here's where we found your info. And then of course, the removal is in process, or they'll even show you all the way down here that things have been removed. Okay, so you're seeing the constant it scans every 90 days and then which is a great service to provide people definitely. But anyway, I highly recommend that. It's not that expensive if you go, especially if you get that 20% off promo code. Like for a single person, it's $860 a month. To me, that's just really valuable. As your brand and all of that grows, people do like to snoop and all of that, and you really just want to make sure that your personal information is as safe as possible. The next thing that I did want to show you, and again, you guys can go to myvisionagency.com/delete me so that you can save that 20% off. The next thing that I wanted to say cannot go today without being said. My heart and my prayers go out every day to the hurricane victims right now. There's lots being said about everything, but you guys know, like last year, my little town was hit by a tornado. There were houses all around me that were demolished. My little town, we didn't have electricity for like a week. It was like 3 or 4 days with no electricity, and then which was really bad. It was like right in the heat. So that was definitely interesting. We didn't have internet access and things like that. Thankfully, we were not like, looking at, you know, people who did not survive. We didn't have all of that trauma that comes from it, but I do understand the feeling of hiding in your bathroom, waiting for the roof to be ripped off of your house. Definitely a scary situation. So my heart is completely 100% with these communities. And so I really want to encourage you guys. One of the There's lots of people online who are donating and asking for donations, but if you donate to a person, one of the problems that they're having is people are getting the funds together and they are taking it upon themselves, which I love. I could almost cry talking about it. I love it so much. They're taking it upon themselves to go help. We don't need a government. We need people, right? Like as a Christian, we're the hands and feet of Jesus. And I just feel like it is our responsibility to help in any way that we can. So I don't care if it's like $5, $10, whatever you have in your heart to give. I really encourage you to give. But when you're giving to individual people, what they try to do is order these supplies and then go pick them up. And unfortunately, the stores don't really know if they're just hoarding or trying to like resell for higher prices or what is happening. So one of the best things that you can do is like go to an organization like Samaritan's Purse and make sure that it's a good one. I do know that Samaritan's Purse was one of the first to arrive to start helping people. They have a special place in my heart anyway. So if you did want to donate, going to like SamaritansPurse.org is a great way to do that because they have all of the people there. They have all of the systems. They do this all of the time. So they'll definitely get the money where it needs to go. Okay, so that is what I wanted to talk about today, and I missed you guys. How have you all been?
Pretty good, pretty good. I'm sorry that you went through that. I've been so busy, Bridget, that I haven't looked at anything. I'm so glad you came out of that quickly. And you look
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. It's
Yeah.
weird being I had no idea that that was gonna happen. I told you guys in open office hours the day before. I was like, yeah, I have this consultation, but you know how they normally do it. They do the consultation
Um,
um and then they're like, okay, well, we'll schedule it for next week. And then they're like, oh yeah, let's do it now. So I'm like, wait, now? What? Right now? I'm getting ready to have surgery right now. I was not prepared for that.
well,
Um,
that's good that you got it done because some people
yeah.
would hesitate. You probably jumped right on it because if you don't get it done now, it might cost you 2 weeks next time.
Oh,
If
you
you
know
wait.
what? I can't take credit for not hesitating, Maria. I'm 45. I should have had them out a long time ago, but I've never had any dental work done. Like I guess my teeth are extraordinarily they're like miraculously healthy or something. So
Yeah,
I've never had anything done and it never hurt me before. And I'm just a firm believer in if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I didn't want them ripping teeth out of my head unless they needed to. But yeah, I had a migraine for like a week. It was really so that's why he's like, let's just get him out. And I was like, "Oh, let's do it." Okay.
that's good. It's done now,
Yeah.
behind you.
Yeah. But me dealing with that is nothing compared to like hurricanes. You
Yeah.
know, it's like if that is the worst thing that I have to deal with in a week, I am a extremely overwhelmingly blessed person. I cannot complain.
Yeah, and that was something. I saw a sad, sad story of the little boy that was pulled away, and his mother said, "I don't even want to say and
I
start
know,
crying."
I know, Maria. I
You
know
heard what
exactly
he
what.
was saying.
Yes, I know
Instead of
exactly. I know,
calling,
and don't do it. You're gonna make
don't
me
do it. I
cry.
have to do it now. Other people don't know. Instead of calling for his mom, he calls for Jesus,
Yeah,
and he really
yeah,
did. His mom was. It was terrible, but
yeah.
that's where Samaritan's Purse comes in. They're a fabulous organization.
Yeah. She said
Thank
that
God.
she was holding on. I'm so gonna try hard to not cry, but the one of the things that she said, and when I watched it the first, I can't honestly, I can't even watch it because I cry every time, like crazy cry, like gotta catch my breath cry because it's so overwhelming. If you guys have not heard this mother tell the story of losing her son, I encourage you. It's incredibly sad, but it's also so inspirational. And she was holding on to him and she said, he was scared. And she said, this is how heroes are made. And I just, oh my gosh. I'm not going to talk about it anymore because I will start crying, but so good. That little boy was definitely a hero. That was very
Yeah,
inspirational.
yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
like to say something about Samaritan's Purse. I live here in Panama City, and we just got missed by this one. But 6 years ago, Category 5 hit us and totally destroyed our house. And Samaritan's Purse was there. And I mean, they are boots on the ground, an amazing organization. And I would say, just feel confident that whatever funds you give them, they will use it. And but they did a great job. And what's so bad about this hurricane that just hit that people aren't aware of is like when Michael hit us here, it was a Cat 5, but it was 3 years before we could settle with our insurance companies. And 15 of the major companies in Florida went out of business. And this is going to cause the same thing. And there's going to be a lot of people that won't even have insurance. They think they do. But when the companies go out of business, you know, and you don't pay your premium to your insurance company, they'll cut off your insurance. But
Mhm.
they do not want to pay if you have a claim, But anyway, so these people are gonna, it's going to be way beyond the hurricane damage. It will take years before some of them even settle. I mean, there's still people here 6 years later that have tarps on their roofs because the insurance companies went out.
Yeah. And
So,
a lot of these areas, they're not hurricane areas. People
right.
don't like, in Asheville, North Carolina, they don't know what to do with hurricanes. I wouldn't know what to do with a hurricane. And here in Indiana, like you would think that we have nothing to do with hurricanes. And the day that all of that hit, we actually lost our power for like 14 hours just from the winds in the area. Like, and I'm in central Indiana. I'm not even like at the tail end. So, um, yeah, it's just devastating, and I think that a lot of people, ask like, where's God in all of this? And I just feel like, Mr. Rogers was famous for answering that question. I guess there's a quote about him telling a story when he was little, and he asked his mom, "Hey, where's God?" and all of this, and she said, "He's in his people." All the people, like, look around and you can see that. And if you hear the stories from the people who are in this situation now, how neighbors, like people pull together and they help each other. And, little communities, they're literally like locked into their little property and they're pulling together and they're helping one another. And I just think, if with all of this division going on, in a way, it's a beautiful thing because it brings out the best in us as human beings and how, put all that stuff aside because when another human being is in need, we should want to help in any way that we can. That's my personal opinion about that. So, yeah. Anyway, what else is going on, you guys? Anything you're working on that I can help you with?
I am. How's everybody doing today?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Thank you.
Keith, I got on a little late, but I was late because I was on with Dub,
Uh-huh.
and I had a question that they kind of answered, but I thought maybe you might have some more insight on with the running ads, like Facebook ads. Um I wanted to do one for AI for the AI ads manager, and I was wondering, like with using Dub, like what part would I just use Dub for. Like I had some the demo ads and stuff like not demo ads, but demo videos that Play gives us
Mhm.
um to put on the preset page. And like what at what point would I connect? 'Cause I know they have their own automation, but we have HighLevel. So with the the automation, pretty much the basic what you gave us, would that be enough to connect with that to Dub? You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
mean, just to complete the automation.
Yeah, I think the easiest thing, if I was going to run an ad like that, and the way that I have my system set up is I use HighLevel pages for everything. It's like I want my form to be HighLevel, and that's just because we have more advanced things that we can do, like page views, trigger, things based on page views and whatever. And I think it simplifies the workflow. But Dub is great for like especially that first email. So it's like you have your landing page or your Facebook lead form, and then you're going to tell them whatever it is that you're going to, send them. And then when you send it, then make sure to embed that video. And you can, when you record the video in Dub and you create your preset page and all of that, then you just take the code and you embed that into the email in your HighLevel workflow, and then it sends out that way. And of course, you can trigger like video views and things like that. But it'll basically make it much more cleaner because you're not having to, if you start with Dove like as the beginning of your automations, the beginning of your system, you're going to have to like use a Dove form, and then you're going to have to send that data using like Zapier to HighLevel. And so I think it
Yeah,
complicates the
complicated.
steps. Yeah, but it's much more simple if you just use all HighLevel everything, but then embed those videos. Because then when they
Yeah.
receive the video, you still have the preview, all that. And then when they click it, it opens up onto a dub page. So then you have all of that dub functionality.
So in that case, with the ad, what would be the objective to get them just to do a lead capture into HighLevel?
Yes. Or you could even use, like, if you're doing a Facebook ad, you could even do like a Facebook lead form. And sometimes I do that just like
Yeah.
like if you want them to register for some, because the reason is the Facebook lead form looks great every time it's opened, right? Facebook wants you to use their lead forms. When you're
Mhm.
using another page, it opens up into the Facebook browser, which I think they purposefully kind of distort the pages. If you've ever like clicked on a Facebook ad and opened it up, you'll always see, no matter what website that they're using, no matter what website builder, the page is a little bit like sometimes the letters are bigger, it's like kind of off the page. It's just a weird browser that they
Yeah.
use. But when you use the lead form, it's just it's a more like seamless process, I think.
hmm Yeah, I agree. I agree. I used the lead form before and it was pretty easy.
Yeah.
And what I was just thinking, I was trying to incorporate dubs since, it's a new toy and all, into that as much as possible. But yeah, I think you're right. Just going with the lead form and then putting it in the email, that makes sense.
And then you can just trigger your automations based on the lead form.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and keep it all in HighLevel.
Thank you, ma'am.
You are so, so welcome. I did see a question in the chat. Brian, if you don't have a camera, you can just speak. Do you have the mic?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hey guys, how's it going? So hopefully I'm going to explain this.
Oh, I think you just muted yourself.
I'm not sure what I just did.
I hear you
So I was setting everything up by following the onboarding,
now. Uh-huh.
and um, I think I got myself confused with the AI ad setup because so I have my agency, which is the HighLevel on HighLevel, and then I have my white label version of HighLevel that I've been building, and then I'm incorporating the AI stuff. So when I'm following the prompt and I'm doing things like the logo and the branding and everything for the AI ads, um, and then things like the custom uh, values and whatnot, I'm kind of like, okay, well, what company am I putting in where? Because when I did the one of the pages and then I looked at it live, it showed AI ads, but then it showed my agency name because it was pulling from HighLevel, my agency location name, but I wanted it to show my AI ads company. So basically the name of my company is Premier Marketing Group, but then I didn't know if I need to build a whole nother company, quote unquote, for the AI stuff where I have, because it's called Vantage Ads, and my CRM is Premier Vantage CRM.
Okay. So most people use let me share my screen so that everyone knows what we're talking about here. Most people, when they sign up for the program, the goal here, and I guess to better understand this, I can show you the different websites here. So we have like three different options, okay? There are like three different strategies, kind of. I mean, obviously there's a lot more, but basically three different strategies that you can use for the AI ads system, okay? So you have the white label AI ads. There's two options here. And the goal here of these funnels is just to help you resell the AI ads. So if I open this up and we look down here, of course, this all gets branded when you input those custom values. Okay, so you want to think about the reason I want to show you this before I explain that is because you want to think about how you're positioning this. So these funnels kind of give you an idea. So like this would be if you're using only the AI ads, right? So you only want to use this as like a standalone product, and you want to do the AI ads, right? So there you could have like two plans. So it could be like AI ads basic, where you're only going to give them access to Facebook and Instagram. And then you have AI ads pro, which would have all of the different platforms, right? So that's how some people use it. Um, Another option that you have available is if you go in here, there's the high level agencies. Okay. So with this funnel, this is to help you sell your AI ads and your high level agency as one system, because this is really what 99% of the people in our program are doing. They're adding the AI ad system to their high level agency, and they are, because it's one business, right? Like as white label resellers, we're not always just separating each software and saying like, okay, for my AI ads business, I'm going to call it like AI ads pro. And then for my high level CRM business, I'm going to call it like, CRM pro or whatever. We're wanting to kind of build one business with a combination of softwares that we're white labeling and combining into one solution for our perfect target customer. Right. So the goal here is like we're saying, hey, convert more leads into sales. Right. And of course, this will say your system, but we're going to teach you to create ads like a pro. And then you'll see it goes in talking about other things that it can do. Well, those are the high level tools, right? So when we go down to the plans, we have like, and of course, these are just example plans to give you an idea, but it's like you may have like a silver plan where you're giving them access to the AI ads manager, giving them credits to use for messaging. We're going to throw in like the two-way text and communications, text to pay, reputation management, and web chat, right? So that would be one plan. So they're getting access to your high-level agency and you're including the AI ads system embedded into your high-level account. So they're getting access to all of those things with these individual tools. If they sign up for gold, they're getting the AI ads still, but they're getting these individual high-level tools. And then, platinum, they're getting the AI ads still because it's embedded into your HighLevel account, and then they get these individual tools. So depending on whatever your business structure is, that's an example of how you would want to use that. And then, of course, some people are just using it for affiliate marketing. And so we have the option here. It's like if you want to sign up for HighLevel using my affiliate link, I'm going to give you an account of my brand of this AI ads manager, right? So we're saying like, convert more leads into sales with HighLevel, and here's your special bonus we're going to give you. And then, of course, you have all of the HighLevel tools. So you're just sharing your HighLevel affiliate link. Okay. So those are basically some different options that you have. So those are the three funnels. Now, when you come back into the custom values and you're trying to figure out which brand you want to use, this is going to be the branding for all of those funnels. Okay. So when you add your primary color, it's going to update all of the funnels. When you add your logo, the dark logo and the light logo, it's going to update all of the funnels. Okay. So whichever one you want to use, updating it here is going to update all of those. Now, let's say that you're like, well, that's cool, but I have a different agency brand. Maybe you want this funnel to be different. Maybe you want to use those custom values when you fill it out. It's going to update this one, and then all these would be done for you. But let's say that you're like, well, my agency is different. Of course, you could duplicate this if you want to, but you would just need to go into the actual agency website, and then you would just need to click on, whatever it is you want to change. If you want to change the logo, we would just click on the logo image as soon as it loads here. You would just click that because this is automatically going to be updated, right? So you would just click that logo and then you would put your own logo in there.
So
You
I
would
guess,
manually
I
update it.
guess I'm thinking about it in the right way and in the wrong way, sort of. Um, so basically, it's almost like I have a whole bunch of different offers. Like I have the Vantage ads, which I want it to kind of be a product, a standalone offer, because if somebody doesn't want to use Premier Vantage CRM, or somebody doesn't want to use any of the other stuff that comes along with my agency and HighLevel, but they just wanted the ads access and they can just do everything in the ads. That's why I was building it as, okay, this is Vantage Ads. It's a company in and of itself, separate. Then, so I did have lower package pricing, and I guess I got to go back in and take out all those features and customize a little bit more, because if they then wanted to buy up, like up, me upsell and buy up, they get the actual CRM. Obviously, there's a lot more to it. So my mindset is I was trying to figure out how to go about making sure what logos go in there versus don't, to keep it as a separate product powered by Premier Marketing Group, so to speak.
A lot of
Um,
people do that too. I've seen people do that before when they're wanting to kind of to keep it separate, and not incorporate it. But if you want to use it as like an upsell option, I would definitely have it be like consistent with your brand, because otherwise they're going to feel like they're going. I mean, if you want them to feel like they're going to a completely different company, like I know some people will use their services as like the main, like their main offer. They offer services, and then when they have like people want to, basically downgrade from the services and they only want the CRM, they'll do something like separate it. So it's like, well, we've partnered with this, like basically as a coach, we'll use this as an example. I'm a coach. I'm helping you with your marketing and automations and all of that. And then I'm telling you, as I'm your coach, like, hey, we've actually partnered with a software company called XYZ Software. And that's what we're going to use to build your whole system. And then when they cancel the coaching services, they can still be a part of this other company. It's really the same company, but it's just separate entities in a way. So you could do that. But if you're wanting to do it like where you have one plan where they're getting the AI ads and then they upgrade to the other plan, it I would recommend that you're consistent with your branding. Like, for example, I have like Vision AI ads. I also have my Vision agency. It's both Vision, but if you're wanting them to upgrade, you don't want them to like feel like they're upgrading to a whole other company. Make sense?
Yeah, and I am following along with what you're saying about the vision, because like my CRM offer is Premier Vantage CRM. Then I have Vantage Ads, Vantage AI. So I'm keeping that, the Vantage aspect, same logo and whatnot, and color scheme. My upgrade, I guess, is more. I kept thinking of it as separate entities versus separate offers under Premier Vantage CRM, which is created and powered by Premier Marketing Group. Maybe I said that correctly better that way.
Everybody has different. I always have to preface by saying everybody has different businesses and strategies, and it's not to say that that's wrong, but if you're thinking about like there's kind of when you start creating all of these different businesses, right? You're also creating different processes and different target customers. Okay. When you're combining all of these white label softwares into one business, it simplifies everything, right? So you're creating essentially one funnel or maybe multiple funnels. Maybe one funnel you want to lead with the CRM, one funnel you want to lead with the AI ads, maybe do some split testing, however you want to structure that. But um, the goal is for us to just be a business, a single business with multiple solutions. So that's why HighLevel is cool, because it's kind of the foundation of my business, and a lot of us here is the foundation. But we can add all of these additional tools. Like if you look at my let's just use my vision agency as an example, my actual white label brand of HighLevel. Okay. I have my vision agency, one business, one domain. They're getting access to my brand of HighLevel called Vision up here. But you'll see down here that we have different options, right? So I have my community, we have the content AI that's powered by Formwise. Okay. But it doesn't say Formwise. It's not really called anything different. It's just whenever it loads here, it's just they click on inside of my CRM, they click on Content AI, and then they see all of the AI tools.
So
When they go to
you wouldn't sell that. So I hear what you're saying. So it's basically like multiple offers embedded natively inside of your vision agency, but you wouldn't be selling those as a separate product.
you could, and this is why I talk about like, strategy. You totally could do that because a lot of the times when we get people into our HighLevel CRM, our business, we have all kinds of upsells and things like that, right? So it's kind of like building your value ladder. Like, what is at the bottom of your value ladder? What do you want that to be? Do you want it to be the content AI tools here? Like if you just have Formwise, and I do this all the time. Um, I will say, hey, who wants access to my 60 plus AI tools? And then they comment on the post, and then I send them access to my free community. And this is something that I provide in my free community. Of course, it's not attached to my CRM, but they can use that. That's I'm kind of using it as like a lead magnet, right? And then we have like the AI coach. This is actually Hey Levi. But again, they're not seeing Hey Levi. They're just inside of my vision agency. And this is just one of the tools that they have access to. So they just click AI coach, and then now they have access to this. Same with like the social autopilot, right? They're clicking there, and then they're seeing the different tools. So same with AI Ads Manager, right? So it's like it's all one software, it's one business, but I have multiple different softwares. And this is also important because a lot of times when people sign up for HighLevel, they're like, wow, I have all these tools. Great. I'm gonna, start reselling. But the problem is that if you have no additional value on top of your, whether it's HighLevel or Play or any other white label tool, you're just another reseller of that software. So we
Yeah.
always want to have additional value that we're providing on top of the white label software. And then when people say, oh, well, all you're selling is HighLevel. Billy Bob over here is selling it for like $1 a month. So why would I be with you when I could just go? Or if you're selling your HighLevel tools for 97 a month, why would I sign up with you when I could just go sign up for my own HighLevel account? These are common questions, and it makes perfect sense. And we want to answer that before they ask it. And we want to already know the answer, right? So if somebody tells me, why would I sign up with you, Bridget, when I could just sign up for, whatever? Well, you can, but in my HighLevel agency, to get the value that I provide, you're going to have to, one, I have coaching on top of that, right? So really, honestly, you could charge whatever you wanted for your coaching services, and that's going to be added value on top of HighLevel. But when you're adding, but coaching takes time, right? Services take time, but you can add that value to your HighLevel account with other software. So it doesn't take time. So it's like, okay, well, you can have the HighLevel tools and that's cool. And you can get those anywhere. But when you sign up for my HighLevel agency, you're going to get HighLevel tools. You're going to get the AI ads manager. You're going to get the 60 plus unlimited AI tools like FormWise. You're going to get the social autopilot. You're going to get the AI coach, which is Hey Levi. You're getting all of those. So I literally on my other website, I added up for you. Go create a Play account. $97. Go create Hey Levi, $79. Go create Social Autopilot, $47. Go create HighLevel account, $97. You can add all of that up and it's going to cost you $450 a month, or you could sign up for my package here for $147 a month. Which one would you do?
Yeah. And I guess that's what I'm trying to design. But getting how, going about it the right way, plugging in the right information into each of those custom values and making sure that this works and shows the right info and gives the right message, like you're saying. Because as I was looking at it and I'm like, okay, this is Vantage Ads, good. I hit it, published it, looked at it live and was like, whoa, wait a minute, why does it say this name there and that name there? And I'm like, oh man, I messed it up. So then I have it took me a lot longer today going through trying to see what's popping up where and how to fix it.
Yeah. So what you want to just what I would say is like when you're filling out those the custom values, do it all for whatever your main brand is, right? And let's say that this one, let's say that all of them are exactly how you want them, right? And then you're like, well, I don't really like it for this one. What I would say is like duplicate this funnel and then customize it and do whatever you want to do with it and then look at it. And that's because you're not really breaking this, right? Duplicating it is like you can do anything you want to it and then you're not going to mess it up. So that's what if you're kind of unsure and you just don't want to really mess anything up, just duplicate it and then customize it however you wish. It's
Yeah.
not going to change it. When you change at the individual funnel level, it's not going to change all the other ones. Only the custom values.
Yeah, I made that mistake.
Yeah, it's okay. And if you just totally screw everything up, create another sub account or something, and then just reload the snapshot and start over.
Well, that's actually how I started originally, because on your video it says my vision or vision reseller, and I'm like, oh no, I got to create a sub account for resellers. So I'm like, I'm doing it all, doing the products, and then I was like, wait, what am I doing? I got like halfway through and was like, that's not what I want to do. I want to do it under one umbrella as a fully white labeled brand and not it's a reseller anywhere or anything like that. So I had to scrap it and start over.
Yeah, what I recommend and the way that I built the system is for you to have one business and then just use subdomains for each of your offers, right? Like if you're, let's say it's like premier.com is your website, right? So you
Mhm.
would have like crm.premier.com, aiads.premier.com, um, you know,
That's
whatever.
what I'm trying to wrap my head around, sticking to that.
Yeah, that's
Versus-
definitely going to be easier. Of course, you can always, at another time, like create like separate offers and kind of break it all down. But if you try to think about all of that when you're first getting started, you're going to be super overwhelmed, which kind of sounds like you are right now, because it's just there's so many layers to that
Yeah,
uh, when you're trying to break it all down and create different offers. And so, really, what you need is just one good offer. Just get your system, get your plans straight, and just the one good offer, and then use the AI ads system to run ads. And that is like, that's great for many reasons because one, you want to be using the software that you are reselling, because if you're not, how do you even know it works? How do you know it's a great solution?
yeah,
And then two, you're also learning how the system works. And as you're learning all of that, then your brain starts thinking about like, oh, whoa, my real estate clients would love this because XYZ, or my plumbing clients would love this because of, ABC. So, like,
Mhm.
you're thinking about those things, and then that helps you to fine tune your offer to make it more customizable for your specific niche.
Got it. It's making more sense.
Cool. Cool, cool. The most important thing though is just to get started. And that's why I have this system. But I say all the time, like I hate done for you systems, which sounds so weird that I have one and I hate it. But the reason that I hate it is because most people just think that they're going to sign up for a done for you system and they're going to run ads and they're just done. They're just going to be a millionaire. And it's
Yeah,
not the case because there's no one done for you system that is perfect and customizable for you. And we all need customization because that's what helps us stand out from every other competitor. We need those individual things that make us different. So when people say, well, why would I sign up with you over, you know, XYZ company? You want to know the answers to that. And not just for sales, you want to know the answers to that because is your business really something that is unique and valuable that is a real solution that's going to help whoever your target customer may be?
yeah. Okay.
You still sound overwhelmed.
Not in any way. It's because of myself. I have uh perfectionist issue.
Uh,
Um, Not to dive too deep in that, but yeah. So I get myself overwhelmed very quickly.
I get it. Here's the important thing though. Just stay focused. Okay. Don't get overwhelmed by all the things you don't know or the things you may think about in the future and all that, because here's what happens. People like you, and I'm the same way. This is why I know exactly how you feel. We want everything perfect, and we think that it's going to be perfect, and then we're going to run ads, and then those ads are just going to be the best ever in the world, and then we're just going to get bombarded with sales, and then next month, as soon as we launch this perfect system, we're going to be millionaires, and so we want to make sure that it's perfect. And that is exactly the wrong way to think. I literally, when I created my first webinar funnel, I thought I was going to be like, I was basically done learning. I just was going to, my business was going to take off the next month when I run ads and everything was going to be great. And that was not the case. But the way that you are going to be most successful with this system that we have in our program is use it as it is, the way that the offers are set up, launch it and then adjust and tweak and create different offers. And the reason that's important is because you don't know. There's no possible way you're going to know what you're going to need until you launch it and you start getting the feedback and using the system, right? It's like until you start getting leads, you're never going to know what problems your leads have, right? Like when they're saying, "Hey, I signed up for your system, but I never got the email." Okay. So that's part of what you're going to learn is how to test all those things. Or, hey, I signed up and I just became a customer, but I don't know how to connect this. Okay. So that's part of it. You're going to learn how to help them, or you're going to start building up your onboarding system. Right. And then they're like, "Hey, I got on board and everything, and I ran my first ad, and now I need support." And you're going to learn, where to send them to your support, or like things that you want to customize for your own customer. Maybe support, they're kind of generic support, but maybe you have a very specific niche and you want to provide very specific, like, way to set up their ads for the most success that you have learned because you've already set a few people up. All of these things are an important part of the learning process, but also an important part of your automations and your system because you need that feedback to be able to create the rest of your system to make it more successful. So it's like that's why I hate done for you systems, because I think a lot of people think that they get the done for you system and they're done, and that it's really just the beginning. It's just a great way for you to get started without feeling overwhelmed, and then start actually doing the income generating activities that's going to move the needle in your business. If you're just sitting for years and years and you're like, "Oh, I need to be an expert in HighLevel, and I need to have the perfect funnel, and I need to have this and that," you're just going to be spinning your wheels for ages. But we
Yeah,
need to
tell me
make
about it.
sales money. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah,
Feel better?
a little bit.
Okay, I'll take it. Do you guys have anything else that I can help you with, or whatever? We are going to spin the wheel. Of course, we can't forget. Make sure to add everyone. All right, so we have Brian and we have Rick. Oops. And Rick. And we have Sebastian and Maria.
Now we know Maria's going to win.
I know, man. And, well, Frankie's not here, so it's definitely. And Ray's not here, so
Thank God, that just leaves me.
all right. So
Hopefully it's you, Rick. Hopefully it's you.
let me make sure that that I have called your names. I didn't miss anyone. Um, Brian, Rick, Sebastian, Maria, and Wendy. Did I miss anyone? Okay. So, for those of you who are new, every time you join our weekly group coaching session on Fridays, you do have to be in the Zoom to have your name entered on the wheel, but whoever wins will receive a free private consultation with me, and you can schedule it whenever you wish, whenever you need it. So I'm going to go ahead, spin the wheel.
You want to add Gianna? She was here, but she left.
Oh, Janai?
Janai, and she asked a question.
We'll go ahead and her.
Okay.
All right. Anyone else? All right. Let's spin the wheel. Oh. And Janai won. So
I gave her my luck, Rick. I gave her
Get out of here.
That's what it was.
You added her right after my name, and it stole my spot.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. But she did ask a good question too.
It's true. She was here, and that's the rules. So,
Okay.
all right.
Next time.
Miss Janai, if you're watching, I know that you have that little one, so you probably had to hop off for that. If you're watching, I will send you an email when we're done here, and you can book your call whenever you like. Did you guys have anything else that I can help you with before we go today? No? All righty. Well, thank you all for joining me. As always, please keep the hurricane victims in your prayers. Really appreciate it. And I will see you all on Monday. Have an awesome weekend.